Hello class, good morning. So today I'm going to show you how to quickly design a logo icon. So as you can see, I've exported the image of the existing logo. So today we are going to work on these three logos, which is Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. And the good thing is they're all created or they're all owned by one person, which is Mark Zuckerberg. So today I'll show you the quickest step on how to create an accurate and well designed logo icon. So firstly, you're going to import this image to your CorelDRAW. Now we're going to start with the Instagram. So it's very simple. We know the nearest shape to this is a perfect square, which is a square. So we're going to use the rectangle tool, and you look at the points where these two meet, just imaginary points. Then you click and drag. Can you see? So when you click and drag, you make sure that you align it. So you can leave this here. So what you should do is you should click on your shape to shape to you click on this node and drag. So when you click on this node and drag, you will get this. You get that all the four sides have almost equal, edges. Can you see? So because our outline is, that's our stroke is black and the logo is also black, so we can change the color. So you go to your palette, your color palette. So let's use red. So you will right click, not left click, once. So you can see that's changed. So now it's visible, you can see what you're doing. So on this class, I'm going to change the outline completely to what? I'll change this to red, so that whenever we draw any box to be red. Can you see it? So let me Ctrl Z. So we have to do another one. So what we should do is just click on this one, you hold your shift button and you drag it inward. Can you see? So hold your shift button so that it can follow the alignment. You can see we have gotten exactly what we have. So we have duplicated this. So we'll continue and do this again. You hold your shift and drag and drop. You understand? So the next thing I'm going to do is to get the ellipse tool. So with our ellipse tool, we are going to drop and drop, click and drag. If you hold shift, it will give you an ellipse kind of shape, but if you hold your control, it will give you a circle, a proper circle. So this is a cycle. So hold a control key on your on your and on your Apple MacBook is command, and your normal OS is control. So you're going to hold your control and release. Can you see it? So you come and you try to fit it in. Can you see it's now at the center? So you still hold your shift and drag it in. You make sure that they're all set. So I'll use my arrow key to balance it up, so it's centralized now. So we are going to duplicate it also. Hold your shifts and come to this point and drag, drop and drag. Yes, we have this already. So the next thing we're going to do is to get this cycle. So we are going to hold this, you're going to click and drag, and then you right click. Do you understand? If you're finding it very difficult to understand, Ctrl Z, you copy and you paste. Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So when you copy and you paste it with Ctrl V, you're going to take it and place it here properly. You just size it and place it. So when you place it, you're going to hold your shift button to expand the circle. So now we have gotten this icon. ready, our outlines are ready. We are not going to fill it now, so we continue with the Facebook. So we'll do similar things since we have the same um um shape here. So what we have to do is just to click this, come to the center point, click and drag, click and drag, hold your shift button. When you hold your shift button, you see that is either going through the x axis or the y axis. Can you see it? So it will be straight, so we can put it together and drop. Can you see it? Drop. So when you drop it, you just use the arrow key, your right arrow key, and move it bit by bit. Can you see it? Then we have this right here. So the next thing to do is you are going to use your pen tool. Your pen tool is one of the most important tools as a designer. As I keep saying, this tool is very important. Your pen tool is so important. So you can see the tool. So you see the tool. You can see this tool with the X, showing that the pen tool is activated. So what you are going to do is to trace this, F, text. So what we are going to do, you start from a point. Always start from a point, like where 2 points meet, which is this point. I'm going to start from this point. Once I click, I'll hold my shift to give me a very straight line. Can you see it? Can you see it? You hold your shifts. So once I hold my shift, I'll move closer to get the next point, then I'll click. Once I click, I'll move on to the next line, to the next point, and I'll click. So onto the next point, and I click. Then onto the next point, then I click. So I'm just going to go further or faster. So as you can see, this is another point, and I think from this point there's a curve. So don't make a curve yet, just make straight lines. So you leave the curve and find the next point, which is this point. So you're going to leave your shift key now. You're going to release it, then, because if you hold it, you can't get perfect. So leave your shift key and click the next point. So once you get this next point, like I do, then you hold your shift key again to continue connecting the lines together. So once you get here, you click the next point, down to this point, release your shift key again to get this point. No, this point, you get this point, and you hold your shift key again. Like that, like that, like that, like that, to this point. You can adjust it, but for now we're just trying to connect the lines together. So we're going to adjust it. You see how easy it looks and accurate it will also look. So from this you get this point, you come down to second to the last point, then you get this point. So you see, once you are going to this, it was X before. When we wanted to start, you see this round showing you that we are connecting to another node. Now watch that these lines are not straight. This line I'm trying to connect, I'm not sure it's straight. Let's look at it. Hold your shift to know if it's straight. Go closer. Can you see? Are they connected? So you can see that it's not straight, it's not attached to this point. So what you need to do is just to click it. So click to connect to this point. So what we're going to do is to align it now. So you bring your ruler tool. This is your ruler tool. So your ruler is activated. Your ruler is activated. So you have to drop and click and drop. So I'm going to drop it on this point. So this ruler will help us to connect to every of the lines, so that it will be accurate. Accuracy is what we are trying to do, because your accuracy speaks well about your professionalism. So we're going to use our ruler tool to get these points together. So we're going to use it to here, so that everything should be connected. So there are two, the y-axis and the x-axis. So now we're going to edit these lines to give it a proper shape and look. So you can see this node is directly on the ruler. that is this line, it's broken lines. So what I'm going to do is to activate the shape tool. So once you click the shape tool, the shape tool is activated. You can see that the outline have changed. So these lines have changed. You see that the lines are now blue. So what we're going to do is to click and drag, hold your shift and drag it down to this line. You can see now they are now connected, they're now on a straight line. So you do the same to this. Okay, no, this is not connected. So you connect it, this is connected. So this you can see. So this is the little detail, because the deal is in the detail. If you're very detailed when you are designing, it will help you go far in your designs. Can you see? So you can see that it's not in the proper line. So we are going to take this all and this also. So as a designer, you need to be detailed, because being detailed really enhance your design. So now we are going to move to the this part, which is where we have curve. So once you want to achieve this curve, you have two ways. Is either you click this, the middle point, click it, then you activate the convert to curve. That is the curve icon here. So you click it, then you have activated it. Do you understand? So what you should do is two ways. Is that you take from this arrow, click on this arrow and drag it, drag it like this, or Ctrl Z, or you just take it from this point, click and drag perfectly. So you place it by yourself in just one click. You've gotten it. Can you see? So I feel there's a sharp corner here, and it's not supposed to be so as a designer. So what you need to do is to click this part, then you need to bring this straight and take it back. See it's out. You can see some black lines, so we are going to work on that. So always make sure that this is on a straight line. Now to achieve this, now is just to take this backwards. Can you see? I take this a little bit backwards, and now we have our perfect curve. So these lines must be straight, on a straight line, showing you that the circumference is is correct, and it does a straight line from this knot. So we are going to do the same, repeat the same to this one. So we're going to click the center point, click on this, and capiche, we have our point. You can also see some kind of white like lines here. So what I'm going to do is to highlight these two, just click and your marquee will come out and highlight these two knots. Then you move it a little. Can you see? Can move it backward a little. Yeah. So from this point, we're trying to get this point, then we move a little backward, then we make this straight, guys. Make this also straight, then take it downwards, also downwards. Can you see it? Now there are a lot of methods to get this. I'm just teaching you the quickest way to get them. There's other methods to get a logo done properly, which is using of grid lines. Is something I'll take you next, but for the time being, I just need to show you how you can use your pen to achieve a faster and a more accurate logo creation. So I think we're done with this. So in the space of 10 minutes we have developed created two logos. So now we'll move to the third one, which is the WhatsApp icon. So we are going to repeat the same thing. We're going to click and drag this, hold your shift button to this part and make sure it aligns, then you right click. Once you right click, just use your arrow key to align it. Once you align it, then leave it. Then next thing to do is to click on your ellipse tool. Once you click, then you hold your shift, your command key or your control key, click and drag. So once you get this point, you drop and you centralize it. So for example, if this is the center point, then you hold your shift and you click and you drag upward, like you drag outward. So now you can see that they are not connecting. So you go to this point, click and drag, don't hold your shift anymore, release the shift button, then click and drag. Can you see it? So you need to get the exact point. So if they are not connecting, that means something is wrong. It's either from the designer that designed this, because a cycle is a perfect cycle. So let's see if it's actually correct. So I think we'll just go with this. This is just a trial. So we have our cycle. So we want to create another one. So the next thing to do is to hold your shifts and click and drag inwards. Then once you see that I get to that line, the outline we're trying to get, then you right click. See, we have created another circle inwardly. Then the next thing to do is we want to get this part. So the next thing to do is to hold to activate your pen tool. Can you see it? Then from this point you click on this point and we get the next point. At this point you come out, click on the next point. So once you double click, it releases. Can you see it? So we're going to do the same thing to this. So you find the point nearest to the circumference, so of this point where they are connecting, you click it, then you zoom out and find the next point, then you click and you connect. So you double click, then we have this. We can see that these lines are interfering to what we have. So now you come to your shape tool, you click and you come to your toolbar, then we activate the visual segment tool. This is the visual segment tool. This is the visual segment tool where my array actually is now. It's pointing out. Then you come to this part. So where we don't want this, we are trying to get this this shape, and now these lines are interfering. So what you do is just to click and drag at only this line. So you see your marquee is activated, you can see it, then you release it, pam, is out. So we are going to repeat the same step to this also, and to this guy. So now we can see we have achieved this WhatsApp messenger icon. So the next thing we're going to do is the last thing on this design, or not the last actually, but is to create this phone icon. So what we're going to do is to activate our pen tool also, and now we'll find a point. So let's start from this point, then we click on this point, then notice that what we're trying to achieve is creating this phone icon. So going to click, you can see this is not a straight line, so there's like little arc here, a little curve. So going to click this point, and going to click, you can see there's a little curve here. I'm going to show you how you're going to achieve it also. So you're going to click this point, there's another arc here, another curve here. You're going to click this point, then you can see that there's another curve here, it's not straight. So I'm going to click this point, so this point. So I'm going to see that there's another curve above, so I'm going to click this point, and this point, and down to this point, to this point. And now we can say so let's use these points, because I think from these points down to this point is a lot of curves. So we're going to segment it. We're going to click this point, so we're going to put another point here. We're going to create a node here, then create another node. So let's put another node here. So it's just how you can envision it. You need to know the strategic place to put your nodes or to create your nodes. So you can see we'll create another node here, then down to this part and back to the beginning of the nodes. Then click finish. So we have our lines connected, but the shapes is not still created yet. So we want to perfect these lines. So what we are going to do now is to activate the shape tool. So you can see the shape tool, it's on the shape tool. So you can see all these lines, you can see it. So the next what we're going to do is, let me just show you a very quick way. Since everything on these lines that we have produced, or trying to create this phone icon, it looks like we have a lot of curves, so we're going to click and drag. Once the lines are all like they're all in blues, not in red no more, so you're going to highlight this. Once you highlight it, then you're going to hit the convert to curve, draw box here. You're going to hit it. So once you hit it, now they are all activated, so they are all in curves. So you come back to your starting point, then you're going to hit this middle part and raise it a little. So you see we are getting this curve, then so as this guy, just a little, just a little, so just get the curves. So at this you're going to hit this and hit it a little. Can you see we're making a lot of progress. So as this guy a little, so can you see it? So just this is so easy once you follow the step, once you do it step by step the way I'm doing it. So I'm going to just a little, then this guy also come to the center point and move it. See, we have gotten this this curve. So it's just to imagine where you know that this curve will serve. So come to the center also and click and move a little. So you drag it as you like, move it so where you can get the perfect positioning, then you drop. You understand? So the next one is coming here, click and drop. Can you see? And also click and drop. So can you see that this one is a bit backwards, but we're going to adjust that as we proceed. So we're going to finish this up, come to the middle and drag. Can you see? And the last one, yes, click. Once you see that there's a curve, you see there's no curve, so you can't move it. And once you see this, there's a curve, like a line, a curved line, then you click and drag. Do you understand? So then we have this, but I feel like this part is not too okay. So what we're going to do is you click once and you delete it, or you double click. Once you double click, it will go out. Can you see? So I've gotten it all Ctrl Z. You click and you come to this place and hit the delete node. So you click and delete it. So now I think we have a perfect shape. I've represented it accurately. Can you see it? So next thing we're going to do now we have gotten 3 icons, outlines ready. So all the strokes are out, we have created them ourselves. So this is what they called, you are creating it originally. Now this is what you did step by step. So the next thing we're going to do is to come to the interactive fill tool. So you click it, you hold it, and you click the smart fill, which is this icon. This icon you are seeing right there is the smart fill. So once you activate it, you come back and start trying to recreate the colors, bringing out the colors. So once you hit the middle point, where these 2 lines meet, then once you click it, it will give us. So we are working on the black spots now. So everywhere that is have the black background is what we are trying to recreate, to get our own colors. So now we click, we're going to hit, click this part. So the black part, now you can see I've clicked, it has changed. So we have gotten our outlines properly. Can you see it? So I'll show you step by step how you can achieve this. So the next one is this. I've clicked in, also on this. See, so we have created the logo icon, so as the Facebook icon. So this one is just a click, because the old logo is just, you know, this black background with the F inward, the letter the F letter. So we're going to click this button it. So the next one is this part, so we're going to click this black, you know, background, and this, watch out. So we have the three logo icons ready. So the next thing we're going to now is to activate your pick tool. So click the pick tool, you can see it is activated. Now you click on the drawing window, click on the drawing window, you know, so that nothing is activated. There's nothing, you know, I've not highlighted anything, so it's free. You come back to this and you hold your shift, you click and hold your shift. So I've clicked the first one, so you will, you know, press the shift button on your keyboard, so you hold it down and you click the next, you know, fill image that, you know, we have created. So this is the first fill, you know, object. This is another object, so you click on this. Now you see there are two, you can see it's two objects selected on layer one. Do you understand? So now the more you click, the more you'll be seeing it to be reflecting here. So let's click this. So I've clicked this. Now this is three objects. So as this is just one object, this is 4. So as this is 5, and this is 6 objects selected on layer 1. So what I'm going to do is to come to this center point, click and drag downwards. Hold your shift. If you hold your shift, is either it goes to go in the straight order. In the side, is either you go downwards, the right, left, up. So it's just X and Y axis. Do you understand? So it will not be going, see, I'm trying to move it here, but if I release the shift button now, it can move to this part. But if I hold the shift, so it will give you this straight line. So go downwards. So I want to put it downward like this. You see, now we have created them and they are now down. So now I want to remove the outline, so I'm going to come here. This is the width of the outline, that is these black lines. I'm going to take it out. So what I'm going to do is come here. I've highlighted all of them, then I'm going to come here and click on none. You're going to see none, so the none have been activated. So now we want their colors, you know, Instagram, Facebook. So now we're going to look for fill, or first thing first, before we represent them, I want us to make it the exact way it looks. So ours is just to get the exact black. So you come to your eyedrop tool, color eyedrop tool, you click, and once you click, it will activate. You can see it. Then any color you're trying to get here, it will be showing you with the color code and the color combination. So once you come here, once you click it, now this is R2, G2 and B2. That is, the red is 2, the green is 2, and the blue is 2, and this is the color code, hashtag 020202. So once you click it, click just once, left click, and once you click, now you can see this is the color. So you start dropping it. That's why they call it color eyedrop. So you drop it on the shape, drop it, and drop it, and drop this lastly. So we have created the exact shape. Now this is in PNG, this background is in PNG. Can you see it? So you can see that it's blurry. You can see it's very blurry. So these images are blurry, they are not really vector images, but you can see these are not blurry, these are the exact. You can see the lines are smooth because these are the original. This is created by yourself. Do you understand? So the next thing we're going to do is, I want us now to highlight this with your pick tool. Once your pick tool is activated, just click and drag the drawing window, click and drag it, then you come to the center, hold your shift and right click. So what I mean by right click is that you want to duplicate this, you know, to downwards. So we're going to click. So now we want to get their exact colors. Do you understand? That's the, for example, like what they look like. Not even their exact color, but at least what they look like. They are proper company colors. So we know that Facebook is quite blue. Instagram is yellow, red, and maybe blue, something like that. So we're going to start with that. So what you are going to do is to click on red. Do you understand? Are you following me? I believe you're following me. So Instagram have red, yellow, pink, and like purple, color combination. So this might, you might not have the exact, because this is just a beginner class, so you might not have the exact color combination, but as we move progressively in the class, I will show you how to achieve the very best. But for the meantime, or for the time being, I'm going to show you what you need to do to get something closer to their their colors on their icon. That is for Instagram as a company. So now we're going to activate the interactive field too. So see, I've activated it. You can see like a color, a bowl, a bucket, dropping a color. That is what the icon looks like. So now we have filled this. Now what you're going to do, since this is activated, you can see 3 objects selected on the layer. That is object 1, object 2, and object 3. So you're going to click, since they're all highlighted, you're going to click this, and you move it, click and drag. So you can see I can now click here and move it to any direction that I want. So we're going to, the next one is to click on, we're trying to fill this point, this white point. So once you click it, click yellow. See, we are getting something closer to what Instagram look like. Do you understand? So but we still have one more color we want to add. This is for beginners level. So what we're going to do is to we want to add more, we want to add another color to this color. This is just to, this one is to move the line. Can you see? So we want to move this, just to direct the colors how you want the color to look like. You can bring it like this, you can bring it like this. So this is just a point. Can you see I've taken it out? So I'll Ctrl Z. Do you understand? So this is what we should do. Now I want to add another color to this. Maybe we should add like maybe let's see, like purple, or magenta. So we're going to come to this line and double click. So we have created another color pot here. So this part, we're going to click it and change it to magenta. Can you see my arrow? So once you click it, now we have something like this. So we have yellow down here, we have magenta, and we have red. You can move it to whatsoever part. I think we should leave it like this. I think we should just leave it like this. This is just for starters. I'll tell you how you can get the exact Instagram logo, how it looks like, and all that. So you can also create another one. Do you understand? We can also create another one. Like we can make this yellow, then you can make this maybe orange. So this is 3 colors embedded in each other. Can you see? So 3 colors embedded in each other. Can you see? So as you like it, but this is just for a beginner class. So, and if you want to release it, you just double click and they are out. So we change this back to yellow. So we're going to leave it this way. So for beginners, if you do this for Instagram logo, I tell you, you have done a very good job. So secondly, we're going to go to the Facebook is just a click. We know Facebook color is blue, so we're going to click the blue. We're going to color palette and click blue combination with CMYK is cyan for the C, M for magenta, Y for yellow, and K for black. So we have 100% yellow, cyan, and we have 100% magenta to get this black and this blue. So I'm going to activate this. I've clicked it. So ta-da, we have a logo icon for Facebook. Then for WhatsApp, we know WhatsApp color is possibly green, and also as a designer you need to study colors because there are a lot of greens. They have tea greens, as in Nigerian we have Nigerian green, we have um, we have a lot of grains. Yes, so just go to online, try to download, colors, color scheme, color wheel, you know, understand what color is. Understand, it will help, it will aid your design and help it. So I'm going to share a link to you. I'm going to send you links, to websites where you can study colors and good names and colors that are very, 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 interesting for designers to use for their projects. So next one, we're going to click on this object and we're going to click on the green templates, so palettes. So this is green, so click this green, and I think another one green. So now we have our colors, our lines, our shapes, and we have our logos ready. So this is the step-by-step ways of achieving your logo icon. Understand? So now what I want you to know is, you can see once you take this up, click the background of the logo you're trying to recreate or you used to recreate, and take it out. So then you see your outlines. So this is what they call a wireframe. This is what they call grade. So this is how the outline of your logo looks like. Do you understand? So you can make this also black since the background is normal. So you can right click and now black. Can you see it? So can you see the, okay, let me do this now. I can delete this ruler, these lines, so that I can delete them. Can you see? So now what we're going to do is we're going to place these, all of these, on the document. Can you see? Wow, this is so good. Now watch what your ruler does for you. It makes everything centralized. Can you see that on the same line? You see exactly the same thing. So this is why it's always good, it's always advisable to use rulers. Everything is accurate and straight. So professionally, if you can do this as a beginner, I tell you, you're good to go. So we have come to the end of the class. So if you have any question, you can send it to me directly onto the comment section and let me know what you find difficult in the process of the class. Just tell me what you find difficult in the class and all that. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye. It's the same IT. We are doing everything possible that we see that our students are the very best in whatsoever career paths they want in the design world. So thank you. Bye for now.
Just say like come and you go back. Where you will come?